Let's look at Chapter 8, Lesson 2, Review. Find the area of the figure. The smallest square on the grid has an area of 1 square unit, which is important to remember. Keep in mind finding area is the inside of the shape. So for the first one, I'm going to cut it up, and I have a 2 by 6, and I know that 2 plus 6 is 8. For the triangle, I'm actually going to make it a full square, and I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5, and I know that 5 by 5 is 25, but the triangle is just half of that. Can divide 25 by 2, it goes in 1 time, 0, 5, goes in 2 times, 4, subtract, I get 1, so I have 12, and I know that it would go in, if I have a decimal point I can bring it down, another 0, it goes in another half time, so 12 and 5/10, or 12 and a half square units. For number 3, I'm going to break it up, and I have 3 by 7, which I know that would be 21 for this part. And then I know that I have 2 more, and this little triangle is 1 more. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 21 is 24 square units. Do the same thing. I'm going to break it up, and I know that I have a 5 by 5, which is 25. Then I can break this off right here, and I have 2 more here. Now if I found the area of this entire rectangle and divided it by half, I'd have that little triangle. And I know that it's a 3 by 2, which is 6. Half of 6 is 3, so the little triangle inside is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 25 more is going to be 30. Write the equivalent measurement. 16 ounces equals 1 pound. 2 pounds would be 16 times 2, which would be 32 ounces. 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. 5 tons equals 2,000 times 5, which would be 10,000 pounds. 80 ounces equals how many pounds? So I need to take 80 and divide it by 16. And I know that 5 times 15 is going to be 75, so I'm going to do 5 times 16 and see if I get 80. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 more is 80. Subtract. So I know that 80 ounces is 5 pounds. 500 pounds is how much of a ton? Well, I know that a ton is 2,000, and I can divide that by 500, and I know that it goes in 4 times, so I know that it's 1/4 of a ton. 3/4 of a pound would be how many ounces? So I'm going to go ahead and use my denominator, which is a 4. And I'm going to take my ounces, which is 16, divided by 4 is 4. And I'm going to take that answer and multiply it by my numerator, which is 3, which equals 12 ounces. You need to show your work for all of these. 40 ounces equals how many pounds? Well, I know that 1 pound is 16 ounces. So I know that I'm going to have a couple of pounds here, but I need to figure out what fractional part I have. So I know that I need to divide 40 by 16. I know it goes in twice for 32, subtract, and I get 8. I have a remainder of 8 out of 16. So I'd have 2 pounds and 8/16, which equals 2 1/2 pounds. For 3 1/2 pounds, I'm going to figure out how many ounces that would be. I know that 16 ounces is 1 pound, so I would do 16 times 3 and get 48. But I need half of a pound more. Well, half of a pound is 8 ounces. So 48 plus 8 would be 56 ounces. Now I need to find 1/10 of a ton equals how many pounds? Well, I'm going to divide 2,000 by 10, and I know that it goes into 20 twice. Goes into 0 times, goes into 0 times. So I know 1/10 of a ton is 200 pounds. Remember to keep all of your work.